Hey,
Absolutely.
Sean, why will we count on Carson Beck when he wasn't good enough to be the Georgia quarterback?
Listen, listen, Carson is a stud. All right, and he was on. And last year at this time, he was on the Heisman list. Okay, so for all those Georgia
One of the
guys,
favorites, yeah.
I'm telling you, for all you Georgia
Do
guys,
you
watch
think
out.
is he regretting his decision right now? I mean, now that he's been dumped, and I mean, I know he's made a ton of money, but could he not have gotten that money staying at Georgia?
I mean, for all your talk about how weak the ACC is, he should be loving his decision.
That is
Yeah,
true.
I don't.
Mhm.
I don't. I know I'm sarcastic half the time, but I don't think he is like regretting that decision because, I mean, before the playoff games, or at least the playoff game with us, they they had already walked him out of the door. I
Yeah.
mean, the way
Mhm.
that I mean, respectfully, um, even there's some guys that I love that we talk to sometimes that it felt they had already anointed the
Yeah,
backup to be better than
Mhm.
Carson Beck. And if
yeah,
that is coming from our friends,
yeah,
that's coming from the program as a whole, or it's at least it's not being stopped. And that is
yeah.
just as
Yeah.
bad as passing the message on. So I
Mhm.
really don't necessarily think he probably had a choice unless he was
That's
gonna
a good point.
Yeah, I think it
tuck
was
his
draft or
tail.
transfer.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
Mhm.
I do too.
Mhm.
yeah,
And look, and another thing about that team, we look at that Georgia team. I mean, yes, they had ETN, but they struggled with the run game. They didn't really support him there. The wide receivers had the most drops in college, last year. So he and two of them, I know what Smith and Dominic Lovett both left. So what is he coming back with? I mean,
Well, and the
is
offensive
there
line wasn't that good, and they're losing 2-3 starters to the draft. And
exactly? Exactly. I think he made a business decision because they might be. I mean, Will, you talked about some teams that have to replace a lot of talent. Georgia might be in that conversation because we know talent either went to the league or to other facilities that they might be shackled to. But you know, they got a lot of people out of there, and he might have said he saw the writing on the wall. So
yeah.